10 things players don't do when dealing with women. In the game of chess, it's not only smart moves that prevail, but also taking advantage of your opponent's mistakes that can lead to victory. In this game, there are just some mistakes that you should never make. Here are 10 things that players never do. Number 1, players don't try to sleep with everyone. How many times do I have to tell you guys, players are very selective about the women we choose to lay with. Every woman that you meet shouldn't be part of your agenda. You should only campaign for the type of women that you prefer. I like ice cream, and although there are many flavors, I limit my favorites to around 4 or 5. All of the others, I can do without. It's the same for women. I like a certain look and build on a woman, and that's what I aim for. Number 2, players never get emotional. Being emotional helps no one. It only makes you look and feel weak. Of course, if a family member or a friend dies, you will become emotional. But for any other reason, that's a big no-no. Always keep your composure, always deal in logic. Why? Because it's the player way. Number 3, players never pay bills. We don't trick our money off on these hoes. And let me be specific. Taking a woman out on a date or buying her drink is not tricking. But paying her car note and mortgage, well, that is. Lames pay bills. Lames use money to get women. Players have something more than cash that we use to get hoes, and that's a silver tongue and a gold mouthpiece. Number 4, players never fake it. What do I mean by never faking it? Well, I mean, never try to be who you are not. Just like a piece of glass, women can see through an act. And why would they be able to? Because they are experts at faking it, from the weave they put on their head to the makeup they put on their face. So work with what you got and build upon that foundation. Never try to be what you are not. Number 5, players don't abuse women. That's right, players don't have to hurt women. That's not how we get off. Say that for the lames with no game. Putting our hands on a female is not the way we go. Players finesse women. We don't have to get physical. We get mental. And that's the bottom line of that. Number 6, players don't argue with women. When I see a man going back and forth with a female, what I really see is 2 women arguing. Masculine men don't negotiate with terrorists. When you argue with a woman, you lose player points because you are losing your calm. As a player, you must always keep your composure at all times. Number 7, players never show their hands. As a player, keeping an aura of mystery around you is a must. Women love trying to figure men out. It's like a game to them. And once they have won the game, they are off to play another one. That's why players never show their hand and let women figure them out. We keep them in a never-ending journey when it comes to trying to figure us out. And you should too. Number 8, players never act thirsty. Stop acting like it's your first time at the big game, even if it is. Being all wide-eyed and excited over a female is a no. I don't care if it's Beyonce you're thirsting after. Women can feel thirsty energy and it turns them off. Players never act goofy over a woman because we realize that we are the prize and she is lucky to be with us. Number 9, players never explain themselves. This one shouldn't just go for players, it should go for all men. As a man, you're supposed to use logic and discernment when you make choices and decisions. You shouldn't have to explain yourself to no one. As long as you've made the choice that is right for you and yours, that's the end of the story, period. And finally, but players don't pay for pussy. Do I even have to go into this one? Okay, I will. While I don't like to judge women who sell sex, I do judge men that pay for it. When a man pays for sex, it says a lot about his character. It takes a certain type of man to believe that the best way to get pussy is to pay for it. A man should not believe that he can only get women through financial transactions. A real player knows he can get any woman he wants just by the words that comes out of his mouth. And there you have it, 10 things that players don't do. Hit the link below, download my free ebook, 7 Ways to Attract Women. It's full of game that will help you when you approach these females. And don't forget to check out my merchandise, the link for that is also below. And keep an eye out for Players University, my new program that trains men on how to become the player that you were meant to be. And as usual, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, play on, player.